Hey y'all, welcome back into NBA Now. I'm Lena Bond here to bring you all the hottest headlines and rumors across the NBA. Today I want to first start off to congratulate LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. They got their first win of the season over the Phoenix Suns, 131-113 last night. Now this comes after them dropping 3 straight losses to start the year. Now last night LeBron put up 19 and actually sat on the bench in the fourth quarter and let the reserves kind of mop up the rest, as you will, because they had a pretty decent lead at that point. James also had 10 assists and 7 rebounds as long as 3 steals. So he shot 7 from 16, didn't turn the ball over. Overall, looked pretty good on the night. Devin Booker, now he did exit the game in the third quarter, although like I said, the Lakers had a pretty decent lead at that point, so it didn't really make much of a difference. Lance Stevenson was actually the leading scorer for the Lakers. He put up 23 points, followed by JaVale McGee with 20. Kuzma put up 17, Josh Hart put up 15, and then KCP put up 14, and then Lonzo put up a solid 12 on the night. So impressive for this team to be able to win without Rajon Rondo and Brandon Ingram, but still, I want to know if they're going to be able to get a win at Staples anytime soon, because, you know, everyone in LA wants to bring that dub home. But I want to know from you guys, do you think the Lakers are going to be able to make the playoffs this season? Some say it might take 50 wins to get to that point, and the Lakers only won 35 last year. But let me know. Type Y for yes and type N for no. And perhaps what everybody is talking about this Thursday morning is Steph Curry's lights-out performance at Oracle Arena last night. He put up 51 points, which allowed him to move to 5th all-time in the threes made list. So knocked down 11 threes last night, 51 points versus the Wizards. He was 15 from 24 of the field, 11 for 16 from beyond the arc, which is just outrageous, and then 10 from 10 from the free throw line to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Now, Coach Kerr, he called it video game stuff, and I think we can all agree. Oracle was shouting MVP chants, and it was just one of those games that felt like Steph literally could just not miss. It was at the point where KD was like yelling at Steph, don't pass the ball, like just keep on shooting. He was absolutely on fire, and it's at the point where Steph definitely might be able to make #1 at this point. We don't know how long his NBA career is, but I mean, there's nobody who's better from the three-point line than Steph Curry. So congratulations, Steph. Well-deserved 51 points, like Coach Kerr said. That's just straight video game numbers. Now, all you Warriors fans out there, or NBA fans in general, the NBA season is here, baby, and I bet you guys are dying to get to your favorite game or team's game. Well, I got good news for you. BetDSI and here at Chat Sports, we have all of these StubHub gift cards. Look at this, $50 gift cards, and I want to give them to you. So this is how you're going to be able to do it. You're going to have to head to chatsports.com/bet and place a deposit using that promo code NBA120. It's going to give you a 120% deposit bonus. Then you're going to have to make a bet, whether that's on a game, MVP odds, whatever you want, just place a bet. And then you're going to have to direct message Chat Sports on Twitter at Chat Sports to get in on this deal. Once again, I'm giving away a bunch of $50 StubHub gift cards to you guys. It's that simple. Follow directions on the screen and make sure to use that promo code NBA120. All right, guys, let's continue on with all the latest rumors in the NBA. And we're doing a little Kevin Love trade watch. Now, this makes sense to me for the Cavs to ship away Kevin Love. I mean, the castle is naturally crumbling without the king, and Love looks powerless to stop it at this point. And they're currently sitting at 0-4 to start the season, dropping losses to Toronto, Minnesota, Atlanta, and the Brooklyn Nets. They got beat 102-86 by the Brooklyn Nets. That is just bad. Now, Love's counting categories are fine. He's putting up about 20 points a game, 14 rebounds, but his shooting is absolutely terrible. 30% overall and 26.3 from outside. I mean, that's just not going to get it done for this Cavs team. And remember, he just signed this huge 4-year extension for $120 million in July, which might make you think that the Cavs aren't looking to shop him. They just invested that much money in him. Well, remember what the Clippers did with Blake Griffin just last season. They gave him this huge contract. Everyone in LA is like, Blake's here to stay, and then they ship him to Detroit. So obviously some people are going to be interested in Kevin Love. A lot of teams still think he has some gas left in him, but still, he's going to be 34 years old before the contract is up, so it's definitely something to take a look at. But I want to know from you guys, do you think the Cavs should just blow it up, call it quits, ship off Kevin Love, whatever they have to do? Give me a ha-ha face for yes, a heart, a love, get it, haha, if you think they should not blow it up and just keep Kevin Love and he could potentially be that guy in in Cleveland. All right, let's take it to this now. So as we all know, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets got into it last Saturday. There was some punches thrown, some potential spitting. I heard girlfriends and wives were getting involved in the stands. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. And then they kind of just got a slap on the wrist when it came to what the punishment was. So it was Rajon Rondo, Chris Paul, and Brandon Ingram. So Brandon Ingram's out for 4 games, Rajon Rondo's out for 3, and Chris Paul is out for 2. So considering that, I mean, I would be throwing more punches if I'm just going to be out for 2 games. I mean, tensions are going to get hot in NBA games. And as we all remember, back in 2006, that brawl between the Knicks and the Nuggets resulted in a total 47-game suspension. And this right here didn't even amount to 10. So I don't know if this is going to dissuade players naturally from, letting their tensions run hot and throwing more punches. I'm sure Boogie would definitely be throwing punches for 2 games, but we'll have to see how it goes. But congratulations to the Lakers, like I mentioned before, for being able to pull out their first win without the likes of Ingram and Rondo. All right, speaking of LA, let's take it to the Clippers now. Apparently, they're scouting Kawhi Leonard like he's some sort of college basketball product. They're actually rotating scouts at Raptors games. I mean, they're ready to make a full-on move for him and Butler come next offseason. Don't get me wrong, I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tobias Harris, he's cool, but the Los Angeles Clippers need a superstar at this point. So they're looking at Jimmy Butler, but they're really trying to reel in Kawhi Leonard. We know Kawhi wants to be back in LA, and he doesn't want to be in LeBron James' shadow, and that's huge. So if the Clippers are able to pull it together, if they can get the likes of Kawhi and Jimmy Butler, that's a competitive team in the West. I really think so. So definitely take a look out for the Clippers and what moves they're going to be making throughout the rest of the season. And perhaps the best team in the West, and they have been arguably for the last few years, the Golden State Warriors, well, could they be dismantling in 2019? Now, it's impossible to overstate how crazy next year's NBA free agency is going to be. I mean, nearly half the players in the NBA will be free agents, and around 10 teams will have max cap spaces for them to shift around. So how are NBA front offices preparing for this? Well, they believe that Kevin Durant actually will be making his way out of the Bay Area. They think that he's done his job, he's won a couple titles with them, and he's going to be on his way. Now, Klay Thompson, it seems like he's more likely now to stay with the Warriors. He's going to be a free agent too, but he wants to stay. And, Draymond Green, if he makes an all-NBA team or is Defensive Player of the Year again, he's going to be eligible for this Supermax contract, and I think he's going to want to get paid. Now, whether or not the Warriors are going to be able to do it, I'm not quite sure. So I would be very prepared, sorry to say it, Warriors fans, for this team to be incredibly different after this season. Now, they'll probably go back to the championship once again because they're the Golden State Warriors. But take a look at this list again, guys. I mean, these are the people who are going to be free agents next season. Kawhi, Kyrie, we don't know if he's going to stay in Boston. Jimmy Butler, he might be on his way to LA. So I am really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great season, but even a greater free agency market. But I want to know from you guys, do you think the Warriors will be able to repeat as champs this season? It just kind of feels like they're Alabama football at this point, right? It's just their world and everyone else is playing in it. So let me know. Type 1 for yes or 2 for no. I kind of think yes. I'm going to go ahead and throw it a 1, but let me know what you think. And as I mentioned just before, Kyrie Irving, he is a free agent next season, and now it seems like he might be changing his tune. So all offseason, he was like, guys, I'm re-signing with Boston. I'm happy here, what have you. But now it seems like, they're off to a 2-2 start, and, all these NBA execs, they're not crossing Kyrie off their board. They're also going to make a move for this superstar. Now, Irving is averaging 16.5 points per game and is about 39.1% through 4 games, which is pretty good numbers. Now, there's a lot of time between, now and when free agency begins. And while it's okay to trust Irving and what he's saying right now, anything could happen over the course of the next few months, and it's a very long season. And I really think Kyrie, he's made his move before, and who knows if, he's off to New York to go play with the Nets or the Knicks, but it will be very interesting to see what Mr. Irving has in store. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to continue to subscribe to the NBA channel, chatsports.com/NBA for all the best content.